What is going on, kind of funny best friends? It's your guy, Snowbike Mike, back with another kind of funny games reaction. Today, I am joined with Blessing Adeoye Jr. and the Nitro Rifle, Andy Cortez, to live react right now to Techland's Dying Light 2 showcase. Very, very excited to see where we are with Dying Light 2 and hopefully get ready for a release date. But of course, joining me today is Blessing and Andy. Let's go around the room, guys. Where's everybody at with Dying Light the following, and Dying Light 2? So, Blessing, did you play the first? Did you play the expansion? And where your hype levels at for number 2?
Yeah, I played some of Dying Light, the original one, and I'm not the biggest Dying Light fan, but I do appreciate it. I appreciate what it is as a zombie game, as an open world game, and I think there's a lot of cool ideas there. I love the idea of free running through this open world map during the zombie apocalypse. I love games like Mirror's Edge. And for what they've shown of Dying Light 2 so far, that we've gotten at previous E3s, I think the game looks really promising. Like, the game has some really cool ideas. The fact that you can change what happens in certain settlements, the fact that you can have like permanent consequences to certain choices, all that stuff seems really cool. All that stuff I'm excited to learn more about, and I hope we get a lot of good stuff out of the stream.
Blessing, great job on hitting all the notes for me and getting everybody caught up to speed. Now, Andy, when I think of you, I think of speed. I think of you parkouring around San Francisco streets. Zombies, parkour action. Do you think this goes hand in hand for you with Dying Light?
I mean, is this the franchise version of it that gets me in as a fan, right? Part 1 didn't really do a whole lot for me. Y'all know I don't love scary games, but the action aspect kind of leans me more towards, maybe this is something I'm going to be into. Can I do a 360 click ahead? We'll see. Parry dash mechanic, Bless? We'll see.
Oh my God, yeah, added dash.
You guys can hear
I think it does have
Parry
a dash
and
mechanic.
I'm a day one purchaser then.
Yeah, we can hear.
Fine.
I just feel like it's been in.
Is this licensed music?
Will be fine.
There he is. Hey, I got the statue of that guy.
That's him.
That's that guy. That's that guy.
Episode 1.
This is episode 1.
This reminds me of the Cyberpunk Night City Wire events, which, you know, it is what it is.
We know where that turned out. Okay,
you know how that turned out.
We'll be announcing a few contests.
Chat can't hear it.
To developers, and probably most importantly, we're going
Yeah,
to
it's low because you guys were talking.
New gameplay trailer where you can see the current state.
Brand new
of the
gameplay
Dying
trailer.
Light
That's
2
where we're
game.
at.
But first, there's someone here I need to introduce you to. It's Aiden Caldwell.
I'm a pilgrim. An
Okay.
outcast. Roaming like a Japanese ronin or an old
There's the
West
toy.
desperado.
Show the toy.
I'm a podcaster.
It's a statue. It's not a toy, Andy. Okay, it's a collectible. If a girl,
Yeah,
if a
Andy,
cute
it
girl
doesn't
asks me, it's a
move.
collectible. Jesus.
Hello, guys. My name is Jonah Scott, and I voice Aiden Caldwell in Dying Light 2. But before that, I'm going to host this program with Leia.
That
if you don't
I was
mind.
not expecting
My pleasure. Well, I'm
that
ready.
look out of that voice.
Jonah's definitely ready, and I hope you're ready.
I'm a
So
pilgrim.
if you're dying to know, just like us,
I always thought her name was
stick with
Leah.
us.
Because I've seen her all over Twitter.
The
Leviathan, I
story
think. Or
told
something
in
like
Dying Light
Okay.
2 occurs 20
She's over for
years
Xbox.
after the events of the first game. And if
Oh,
you're
really?
wondering what happened
Nice.
in those intervening 20 years, well, there's no better person to ask than the Dying Light 2 world director, Thomas Gabao, with who I'll be talking in just a moment.
And after that, I'll be speaking with Piet Jemenic, the narrative director of the game, about the characters that appear in Dying Light 2.
Now, was Aiden Caldwell from the first one? Chat will have to remind me, and of course, the
Welcome
comment
to the
section as
show,
well.
Thomas.
It's
So
been
the
a
first
while.
question
I
have
don't
for you
know
today is,
I think
who
that was
the
Ethan
game
Winter.
protagonist
Dying Light
was.
1 to understand
Different,
what's happening
different
in Dying Light
series.
2.
Different series.
Aiden
Different running
Caldwell,
guy.
You don't.
Aiden Caldwell is the most video game protagonist name you can have as a character.
Okay,
Put that out there.
Lost the war to the virus. So
Right.
in a way,
Because, like,
you could say
isn't
that
Aiden
Dying
the
Light
character
2
from
takes us to
Watch
the world
Dogs?
beyond
Yeah.
the apocalypse.
Correct.
Isn't
Watch
there a
Dogs number
character
one.
from
All right, tell me more, please.
Dishonored that's
Well, you
named
remember the
Caldwell?
events of Heron in 2014. Well, after that,
Aiden
world leaders, they
Winters.
had a tough choice to make. They had to isolate the city of Heron.
Right.
For that, they created an
Okay.
exclusion zone. Like in Chernobyl, only a lot more people were left to die inside the walls.
Yeah, right. So they just isolated the entire city. And did it help? Did it stop the virus?
Yeah, for a while it worked. Enough for everyone to forget about it, at least. Only in secret, a handful of scientists continued to study the virus. You know, manipulating its DNA, creating new strains. They were looking for commercial military applications.
That windmill in the back
Doing it
looks
for
an
the
awful
money.
lot like an
Of
umbrella.
course.
Think about
Yeah.
that, Kevin.
So what
Uh-huh.
happened next?
Well, next, the shit hit the fan. By Christmas 2021, one of these mutated strains escaped from a level 4 laboratory located near Geneva. We don't really know if this was accidental or not, but this time the virus was much faster than any government. Before
What
the
are
world could react,
they sitting
civilization was on the brink
in front of?
collapse. People
That is a.
2023.
What are those things called? When it's a wheel that they always shove those kids in and then push them down the hill. What is
No,
that? Green
that's
screen?
not one of those.
But also, like, what the
That's a
fuck
cable
is the
spool.
background?
Mankind.
It's fake.
Like, is that a green?
They're
a green
pretending
screen.
like they're in the game and he's
Right, so the
talking to
village
him. You know what I
is
mean? They're in the
what we
game. They're in the
have left.
game.
So that's everything that's happened outside of the city. What actually happens inside?
But like,
It's like
it
a
looks
green
so
screen
off.
motion. It's like a green screen
First of all,
motion
it's
tracker.
surrounded by seemingly impassable walls.
You don't think it's a big LED
Inside
wall?
the walls, the people that decided.
That's
to
what.
create
So that was my
practical
first thought. I was like, is that an LED
infection,
wall?
which actually gave them the upper hand in the first stages of
Doesn't
the pandemic.
look
but
like it.
also created terrifying new monster archetypes.
Oh no.
Oh,
15 years on,
Ooh.
a new equilibrium sort of emerged in the city. By daylight, human factions fight to control the city, and at night,
Yep.
the streets become the realm of these
Oh, no.
bloodthirsty, infected monsters.
Great. Well, that is extremely interesting. Thank you very much, Thomas. And we'll be hearing more about the vibrant. And
Actually, it might be an
fantastic
LED
city
wall. I can't
soon,
tell.
I hope. But
Right?
first, I think we need to hear a
Do
little
you
bit
think it's like
more
the
Yeah.
about
Mandalorian room, Kevin?
Yeah, but much like with way more space, I would think.
Our second guest is a man of two industries, cinema and
I
gaming.
like the
In a
fake
previous
wind.
life, he wrote the hit HBO
Yes.
series Wataha?
Wataha, yeah.
Wataha. And then he moved on to Techland
Well,
to become
Wataha.
a narrative
what
director.
the? Hey, I've never heard of that one.
I never heard of it either.
So we have plenty of time to talk about the rest of the characters in Dying Light 2. There are tons of them. But today, I think we want to focus on Aiden Caldwell, the protagonist. You
Man,
wanna
he
talk
sounds like a
about him?
voice actor.
Yeah, sure. So,
Yeah. He's
Aiden,
got it.
He's the member of Outcasts, you know, the group of people traveling through this dangerous world of Dying Light 2 called pilgrims, because he's looking for his relative, the person whom he lost.
Always
many,
looking
many
for
years
somebody in
ago.
a zombie apocalypse.
Gotta-
Always
gotta
looking
search
for
for him.
somebody.
Is his only memory from the past, and
great
the
line.
only answer
Really in any
to
apocalypse.
whom
Yep.
Aiden really is.
Aiden is a really rich, deep character, very much cooler than
I was
am.
like, shit, he's
Oh,
got
yeah.
money?
Yeah,
All
he
right.
can run across buildings, jump from rooftop to rooftop.
Here's
use
that
all kinds of
parkour.
weapons.
That's what we want to
Yeah.
see.
Well, you know, he didn't have
These
much
dumb
choice.
zombies,
His world is
all slow and shit.
infected,
The
bloodthirsty
parkour is
creatures,
just so good
he
in this
didn't
game.
have
They did a
much
really
choice,
good
right?
job at
The
parkour.
weak die, the strong
Was he
survive,
about to
and Aiden,
surf on
he
that
just
zombie?
has to be strong.
You're gonna use him as
Why
a,
did he
a
come
The
back?
Legolas shield.
Why- why
you know,
slide
a
down?
fall
That's the
embrace and then
main
keep
question
going.
of the game, and the player will have opportunity also to decide how Aiden will evolve. Will he help the weak? Will it
Now, for
distract
me,
him
boys,
from
this
his
is
main
big
goal?
right now because I
Or
love
maybe he will
zombies.
just
And
strive
of course,
to
Zack
the end of his
Snyder's
search
Army
as
of the
soon as
Dead
possible.
just came
I
out.
can't imagine
So
trying
now
to
you have
survive,
this
live
coming
in a
out with
city
like
that
a
as
fun
lone
teaser
wolf by
trailer.
yourself
If this
without
game
any
were to
kind
come
of
out this
support.
fall and or
Well, he's
winter
not
holiday
gonna be
season,
alone, you
I'd be
know?
really,
There
really
will be
happy
many
because
people.
now I'm like,
But
I want to go
again,
back to
depending on
like,
the player choices, some of them will become
what's my favorite
friends,
game
but
from
some
Xbox?
will
What's that game called? Oh,
Dead
I
Island?
just
State of
lost
Decay.
it.
enemies. One of the
No,
games
not
will
State of Decay, not Dead Island. The one with Frank
Rising.
West. Dead Rising
Oh,
2
Dead Rising,
in
yeah.
Vegas. I really want to go back to Dead Rising 2. And so, like, this could be that one for me right now. I'm hoping it's good.
But they were brave enough to help the people during the night. And the night, as you know, is pretty horrifying in the game.
Yeah, so
Yes.
Aiden joins the Night Runners.
Oh, that's the question, my friend. The player will have to answer too. I
Whoa.
won't spoil the pleasure
Oh.
of
Oh.
discovering
Player
Aiden's
choice.
actions and true motivations. But what I can share with you,
Mike,
is,
you are so loud, bro.
the fact that
Well,
we
can't control that.
really
Enjoy me.
put Big effort
fun.
to make this character
I love that
and many
energy.
others
Do you like
complex
that?
and multidimensional.
I'm gonna start using that.
There is so
You
much
want
more
from me,
to be
dude.
discovered during
Enjoy
the
me.
game.
That's fascinating. Can't wait to learn more. Thank you so much, Pierre.
Thank you. Thank you.
So before we watch the gameplay trailer of Dying Light 2 for the first time, we need to talk about something which is basically at the center of the Dying Light universe, which is
The community. Over the past few years, Dying Light has amassed over 23 million players and a 95% positive review rating on Steam.
which in Steam Talk is overwhelmingly positive. So bravo.
Yeah, we'd like to take a few seconds.
Here come the
and thank you
review
guys.
bombs.
Thank you all for being on this journey with us.
We'll
Thank
see
you for
about that.
sharing
We'll
your
see about
love
that,
with others
motherfucker.
of Dying Light.
Check again tomorrow.
Together. Dying Light 1 has some amazingly creative fans, which is fantastic, pardon the pun, because we're going to be starting a brand new contest which will combine your love of Dying Light with that same creativity.
With the release date of Dying Light 2 drawing ever closer, we'd like to extend our hand and invite you to make the community a little bit bigger. If you find yourself skilled in the ways of visual arts, writing, or costumes and cosplay, please join the Dying Light universe.
So check out dyinglightgame.com/contest, and if you win, there's a fantastic monetary prize on the line. But also, there's some other great rewards you could be in with a chance with winning as well.
Like Platinum Edition of Dying Light.
More in chat. Why does this feel like a music video?
Look at
It
this.
does.
This is
It
the
kinda looks like
finest
In the
edition
End
of
by
Dying
Linkin
Light
Park.
ever made. This is the Platinum Edition
on the
of
roof.
Dying Light. This has every bit of content ever
Orange
released for Dying
sky.
Light in one place. It's massive. I mean, look at it.
For those of you who haven't experienced Dying Light yet, we are introducing Dying Light 1 Platinum Edition. It's the biggest and most complete edition to have ever existed.
And we're offering it to you now at an historically low price. All the content.
$29.99.
Literally no better time to buy than now, and you can get it on Steam, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Get your Platinum Edition of Dying Light now. This is the best offer, like, ever. I guess we don't have time to go over everything that's in the Platinum Edition, but it is everything. This is how it looks.
He definitely is a voice actor. The dude has such voice actor delivery. I love it.
Do I get this rockin' music in the game, Mike?
No, but you can imagine the rockin' music in your head as you destroy zombies.
Why did I just see a bunch of skeletons in a dungeon? What was that all about?
Mike, you know what I liked? There was a few
Tell me.
packs ago where I played the Dying Light. It was like a multiplayer battle royale-like game. I played it only at that PAX, but I really dug it. I forgot what it was called.
I
but it
forget
was a
what
really
that
fun
was
time.
called. Is right. Yeah, there. I remember that. I forget the name of that one.
Yeah.
Was it Hood Outlaws?
No, I was
That
gonna
is
say
not
Dying
Hood
Light Back for
Outlaw.
Blood, but that's not right.
Give me Back for Blood, dude. Now.
Okay, so I'm excited because you guys
Bad Blood.
are in
Bad
just a
Blood.
second gonna
Bad
see
Blood,
the
yep.
official gameplay trailer for Dying Light 2. And then after that, we're going to interview some of the devs that made it possible.
So, without further ado,
Okay.
here it is.
Hey everyone! We've been quiet for some time. Since,
everyone.
like the rest of the world, we had some unforeseen hurdles to clear. But the wait
What?
is
What
over.
happened?
Let's dive into the open world of Dying Light 2.
Kick this bitch off. Fuck you.
I wanted a drop kick.
Yeah.
Oh, just riding into the ground.
The last slice of Dying Light 2 showcased the mission from the main storyline.
You get after those fuckers.
You saw how your decisions influenced the narrative and notably changed the environment.
Yep.
This time, we want to give you a broader look at the game and a sneak peek at some of the things we'll be talking about in upcoming months.
Love a
Gotta
good
have
base
a good
builder.
parachute.
Love
Yep.
a good base builder too.
Base
Base
builder, okay.
enhancer, you
Dying
know what I
Light
mean?
2, you become Aiden Caldwell, an outsider trying to unravel a tangled mystery from his past.
I'm Aiden
Its
Caldwell
trail
trying
leads
to
him to
unravel a
the
mystery
city.
from my past.
Probably the last bastion of mankind in the world.
Shit!
I had to look it up because I was curious. Emily Caldwin
First,
is what I was
you feel
thinking
like
of
this
from Dishonored.
intense, brutal place will tear you apart. But then you meet the Night Runners.
Look at
veteran
that
survivors who help
HDR.
people in better days.
By the way, I'm Hagon.
You were a night runner. You used to help people, remember?
Night runners are gone. Finished.
Whoa, that looks really
Look
good.
at that
Those animations look
parkour,
great.
bro.
And although it's not entirely clear you can trust them, you need allies in the dark.
Ooh. Ooh.
And these are the modern Dark Ages. It's been 15 years since the apocalypse and the world has changed. The old civilization has fallen, but a new one has been built on its ashes. People fight desperately for scarce resources. Rules are broken, and weakness is punished.
She's innocent.
3 factions struggle for position in the city. Survivors pride themselves on being able to adapt to any circumstances and cobble together safe
Oh,
zones almost
Star Nice
everywhere.
Garden.
Peacekeepers, loyal soldiers who want to impose their version
Looks
of
like the
law and
Division
order
sort
and
of
trample all in their
Base
path.
improvements.
Put a little
Renegades,
Harvest Moon in your
ex-prisoners
zombie
serving
game.
their ruthless colonel, seeking to become sole rulers of the city.
Where is Waltz?
Ethan. Oh.
Make him tell me.
Use these factions to reach your goal. Help or harm them to reshape the city to your liking.
Like
Just
that.
remember, each faction contains complex
Oh
characters.
my gosh. Cut through 'em like butter, dude.
Nosy Parker, ain't ya? Got some kind of bad habit of yours?
So, will you follow cold calculation or your heart?
The Bazaar needs good people. Help us and you'll find a home here.
Some in the city offer no chance for an alliance.
Those close-up
Bandits,
conversations
outlaws,
look really
and
good.
common thugs live only to plunder and kill, plunging the streets into chaos.
These character models look great.
Yet, nightfall scares all of them equally.
Yeah, you got to get out of there at the nighttime.
You remember
can't
what
be
happened
hanging
at
outside. Dude, they go wild, man. They
Yeah,
go wild.
man.
Darkness changes the rules of
Yeah,
the
that's
world.
when I just kind of
As the light
put the game
fails,
down.
monsters crawl out of hiding to prey on the poor souls caught outside the safety of UV rays. Hordes of infected pour into the streets like decaying lava. The deadly spawn of 15 years of mutation and evolution.
Oh shit. Spider zombie.
Oh my god. Ew.
Gotta have different variations. Gotta do it. Everybody's got it.
Your only escape? Exploit the city's verticality and flee to the roofs. Though even there,
Yeah, I'm
you are
never playing
safe
this. It's
from
all good.
swift and deadly
So
violence.
cool.
Oh, that's
Oh,
cool.
hit
I
him
like
with the
that.
UV light is
That's
dope.
awesome. See, that's the kind of creativity I want out of these games.
Woo.
Yet night brings opportunity as well. Nests rife with infected during the day now lie empty. To explore them, you must tread carefully. But those brave enough to face the terrors of the night can loot a jackpot.
Damn, get that loot, dog.
Man, gotta have that
What's
loot,
in
bro.
there?
Give me the loot.
Give me the loot.
Getting radiated.
Luckily, you
Oh,
have all
big
the
jump.
tools
Dude,
Are you kidding me? I would
could you
never.
do
You
that
think
in
you
real
can make
life?
that? No way, dude. No
Fucking
way.
wood is
Your
sliding off or
extraordinary
something.
parkour
Yeah,
skills allow you
that
to
shit did not-
navigate
did not
the
look
most
stable.
treacherous terrain.
Oh, these are mad people.
Ew, look at that drawing.
Look at that graffiti.
Oh, big slide action.
This is
Big
awesome.
slide.
You can count on your
Great
parkour
parkour.
acrobatics to save
Make
the
it
day.
Mirror's
oh,
Edge,
see
man.
ya.
I want one so
But
bad. Oh my
often,
god.
You'll have to face your enemies head on. And then you have to be smart, resourceful, and determined.
Damn.
Like, give me a rush hour.
Just hip fired that fucking
Work
bow
hard
and
on
arrow.
The essence of our combat, making sure swinging a big
Little
meaty
dash
weapon is
mechanic right
fun,
there.
satisfying,
A little dismemberment as well. Chop the head off. Chop the leg off.
Oh, I
Love that.
love that.
Love that. Look at that. There goes your arm.
You have multiple ways
Oh.
to hone your skills toward the game.
Was that a fucking
Grappling
scorpion?
hook? What's up with that, bro? Okay.
If you focus mostly on mobility and
You just
parkour,
double stomped on a man's head.
aggressive,
There we go.
blunt
There's the
force
drop kick I was looking for.
combat, or a crafty approach with the tools
I want a little
you
sweet
created
chicken
get the
music,
job
right? You
done.
just do a spear.
Ability
I can't believe they had a
can be
scorpion
game
spear.
changer and possibly a new favorite move.
Hell yeah.
Love
Things
this.
move fast and quick in Dying Light 2. Each moment matters. Each move could mean triumph or defeat.
Oh, she said, see ya,
Choose your
trust
actions
fall.
and friends carefully. Everything you do in the city can reshape the gameplay environment, change the course of the narrative, and decide the fate of the city's residents.
No wonder
Oh,
for this
Jesus.
game to
Most
come out.
importantly, you decide your own
I
fate
can
as
live in
well.
this world, man.
But this guy looks like
Make
Tyrion.
sure
Or not
to
Tyrion,
stay human.
what's his
Little
name?
finger.
Littlefinger, yeah. Sansa.
An extensive post-apocalyptic world. And I really like that divisiveness. You know, the life on the roof and then death on the streets.
life
Yeah, like
finds a way.
the intensity of the day and the night cycle together.
It's almost like Dying Light 2 is 2 different games put together into one.
Yeah, like despite that, despite all the brutality going on the ground floor, there's something about like the rooftops and the plants.
It's cozy.
Yeah, I kind of want to be there. But it does feel like every decision
You
is
are
vital.
there.
Like your choices actually do have some consequences.
Choices and consequences are incredibly vital to Dying Light 2's gameplay. And we're going to interview some devs and talk about some other very vital gameplay mechanics.
Okay,
Next
still
guest
holding out
is
on the release
Adeoye
date. Where's this release date, y'all?
We're gonna get it.
Welcome, and that gameplay looks
It'll be what they close
awesome.
out with, I bet.
know we can't wait to get our hands
It's
on
been
it,
too
but
long.
congrats.
Yeah, for sure. It
It's
looks
been
like you guys
so
have a
long.
very unique world and a very unique game. Where y'all get your inspiration from?
Oh, that was a research. We did.
I agree.
deep
Web
dive
to you,
into
like, yeah, the
history
jump
of
cut's
our
pretty
world.
nutty.
And we found
A lot of
repetitive
jump cuts.
patterns.
Yeah.
We found that people use the same behaviors in the past after the fall of civilization or after the fall.
PR is going to
of
send
the
out a press
nation
release
that's
PR
supposed
blast
to
about
be
this
a
game. I'm going to
backbone
reply
of
back
our
asking,
world.
like, hey, was
So
that a green
our
screen?
approach was super simple. We
Was
just
that a video
had
wall? Can you
copycat
tell me what
those
tell me what the fuck is
behaviors
going
and
on in the
attitudes
background?
How did you get them
and
on the
show you
rooftop?
how our world would look like after the fall. However, it's kind of obvious that the main reason that civilization fall is virus pandemic or eventually the economical collapse. Yeah, that's basically obvious.
I'm gonna start
thing.
calling it that
But
now.
it's even
I like it.
darker if you
Yeah.
connect those things with the research we did at the beginning of the production. So people will question everything. They're gonna blame everything and everyone.
That
that's
shot looks so
supposed
good
to
right there, that
guide
one
us
in-game.
Yeah.
in
Yeah.
our
I love the
lives
lighting in
every
there.
day. So they're gonna blame governments, they're gonna blame law, they're gonna
Jesus.
blame science, or even religion. Some people might ask themselves that where was God when it happened to us, basically, you know? So I feel that all of those things together creates the sensation that it's a giant step backward for our civilization.
So, Dying Light 2 has a subtitle, Stay Human. What does that mean?
Well, it's super hard to remember those values that makes us human, so like compassion or support. So
Eating lettuce.
the entire fall
Yeah.
of those
Cabbage.
dark times we have is a big test for everyone. And I think it's even harder test because to stay human, people would sacrifice what's the most important for them or sometimes risk their lives.
Wow, so that's like really intense. And there's like the obvious like double meaning to it, which is what I was thinking. Stay human, don't become a zombie.
Yeah, but one disclaimer, those are not zombies.
The quality stream is making it hard to
Those are
watch.
infected
It looks
people
fine on
that
my
turn
end.
to
It may
a
be
monster.
Twitch in
They're
your
just
area.
crossing a
possibly.
line,
Very
you know,
good
and
on my
turn
side,
into
too.
be a monster, you know, because in Dying Light we all infected. Yeah, we all wearing this biomarker. You know, Aiden,
yeah.
you wearing this. I'm
Oh.
wearing this. That's a watch actually, but you know that. You know, so that's the thing. So the challenge is to not cross this line at all costs. So that's the biggest challenge of staying human in this meaning.
I see, yeah, not zombies.
Not zombies.
Not zombies.
At all.
People who've crossed the line.
All right, well, fascinating. Thank you so much, Adrian. We're definitely going to be hearing from you again soon.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Great job.
We have with us Katarzyna Tarnacka, the environmental art director.
Hi.
No.
And we have game designer Michał Duzak.
Hello. So, choices and consequences. The player has to make a choice, and they have to experience or endure the consequences. What does that mean?
Basically, the whole system of choice and consequences is really, really complex. I would say the best way to describe it is that players making the decisions based on 3 levels.
I always
First
love
one
having the
are
choices
that
really
you do
affect the
during
gameplay.
main story
And like,
missions. And
we just got
those
done
big
talking about
changes are
Biomutant, and
actually
you
can
make
change
all
the
these
whole
choices,
game
good and
or
evil,
even how the
and they
story
mean
ends.
nothing
The
to the
second
game
layer
at
are
all.
choices where
And so it's really
that
cool.
you do
Like,
while
hopefully
quests.
this really plays
Those
out really
choices
well
will
because that's
actually,
what I want to see in this.
influence the mission itself. And the last one, the last layer, is so-called city alignment system. And I, as an open-world game designer, would like to focus on.
Please do, go on.
All right, so water and electricity are basically a key to survive in every world. By restoring it, player cannot not only unlock the water or electricity in the area, but he can also, based on his decision, assign it to one of the factions.
Oh,
which
you're gonna
will
piss off the
influence
other
how the
faction.
district looks like or
Yeah.
who's going to live inside of
I like
it.
that.
But it also, what is pretty more important for a player, unlock new tools for him, like unique tools for each factions, like car traps, zip lines, or a trampoline. That player can use in exploration to deal with bandits or infected.
I would roll
or
my
simply to
ankles
move
so
faster
fast,
to the
I'd be
city.
done.
So basically, based on your
It'd be so
choices,
intense doing that kind of
you
parkour.
shape
It'd be
the game
awesome.
environment. which gives
I
you
like the idea
a
that
different experience every
there's one
time you
faction
start
that's
a
like,
new game.
yo,
And
we're really good at making
what is worth
trampolines, man.
mentioning
Side
here
with us.
is that
We can help
9
you out, man.
playable up to 4
I know you love
players.
running and jumping
So
out
you
there.
can auto game,
The other
jump
faction's
other
like, yo, we
players,
got a
and see
grappling
how their
hook. What do you
It's
like?
Yo, you like Scorpion from Mortal Kombat? We got you, bro. And you have to make the choices like,
One thing
fuck,
I'm
do I go
really curious
trampoline?
about,
Do I go fucking spear?
Night versus day. How does the gameplay differ?
We got grilled cheese
from
over
the
here,
night
dude.
And the day?
Oh,
Well,
shit,
the
the
Les
choice
is like, I'm
is
going with them.
Day is
Yeah,
for
I'm going with these
humans,
guys.
and night is for the monsters. But to describe it a little bit better, I would say that during the day, humans, factions, bandits, or survivors scavenging the city and searching for some scraps or someone who might have them. And this is the best time for a player to explore the city, meet its citizens, learn their stories, day-to-day agenda, or even simply help them in a quest or open world activities to survive those dark ages.
Yeah, and that sounds quite pleasant.
The
but I'm
first game's
guessing
map was
night
really,
changes
really big.
everything.
I'm excited to see what the world is like
During
for
the
this
night,
one, because
all
the
the
first game
infected
was
get out
big
of
and
the
it had a
world.
lot of
Compared to the
traversal and
Dying Light
opportunities to
one,
run
the night is
around
gonna
and
be
really
even more
explore, so I
intense.
can't wait to see what they do with this
Intense
one.
in terms
Like,
of
you
the
hyped for
amount
the
of
four-player
enemies,
co-op?
the new types,
Yeah,
and
I mean,
new, more
Bless, you
aggressive
put
behaviors.
any sort of
And
co-op
what
in a
is
game, I'm
important,
so
this
excited, because
time
then I
night
get to
can
share these
also
moments
opportunity.
with my
An
friends, right? And like
opportunity for the
imagine
players
the three of
who
us,
are
you, me, and Andy,
courage
just
and skilled
parkour and
enough
running around
to
this
use the
world
fact
would be
that
so
all the
awesome.
infected are
I
outside
bet you
yeah,
guys
I'm
go out
really
at night.
excited.
I'll be
buildings
chilling
are
over here.
accessible to explore them and search for the most
I gotta go to
valuable
sleep. I
loot in
got
the
a
game.
Katarzyna, you're
job
responsible for the
interview in the morning.
post-apocalyptic
But
look
don't
of
forget,
the city.
Bless, remember
Can you
what
tell
we're
us a little bit
pushing
how
from this
about
point
the city
forward for
became
2021 and
to look that
onward.
way?
Yes. I
Full
guess the
crossplay,
important thing
Oh,
to
yeah.
cross
realize is
progression,
in
private lobbies,
2025,
and any sort of
the
multiplayer games.
season
Those are the
was
three
made
things
to
you better
use a
have
chemical
or get
attack
out of my
to
face.
stop the
Get
spread
out of
of
here.
That's
the
what I
Wuhan
want to see.
virus. And the result is a tight ring of chemically active areas around the city. Some of the chemicals have gotten into the groundwater and spread under the surface, killing every living plant and every living thing in its reach. What it means for the city is that the street levels are virtually dead. The soil is unable to sustain any life, any plant, and the street level is a domain of the monsters, just decaying in every aspect.
Wow, so it sounds like there's just no healthy organic life down there at all.
Not really. The survival on the street level is
It's
pretty
bullshit that
tough,
zombies can
so
just
the
stay
common
alive without
people
eating.
Are just visitors there,
They
but
just
the life
kinda
prevails.
wander.
Yeah, the fact,
bro,
yeah,
you
the
know?
fact that
It's
like
not
they
like
eat
this,
humans
no,
for fun
in
and
real
not
life,
punishment.
Andy,
where,
don't worry.
where the plants are flourishing.
It's bullshit.
and
But that's like a
blooming
fucked up
in
thing,
the-
though, right? Like,
in
you
the
don't have to eat us.
post-apocalyptic
Like, I've
landscape,
seen you
and
down there
this
for
is where
4 years. You're
people
still alive.
build
Like,
and
that one
develop
zombie.
the new world of Dying Light 2. Electricity producing windmills and safe zones for the player.
Ooh, okay,
And
that's
in
cool
a
piece of
way,
art
in a
right there.
metaphorical sense, the rooftops are the
I
new
love that they're
default
building on top of the
ground floor,
rooftops.
the
Like,
level
that's
zero,
really cool
and
like that. I
treat
love
the
that.
streets
Of like,
is,
that would be so
in a
smart in
way,
the zombie
a
apocalypse of like,
subuunderground
cut off all the
-1 of
staircases,
sorts,
let's
just
get up
the
high because they can't
corpse of,
climb.
of
Hopefully,
a
we don't
lost
know what kind of zombies
civilization.
we deal with, but like, get up there, that would be cool.
To say
I
the
love
least,
that.
I can't imagine being a citizen living in that city, let alone being a player, and how challenging that's going to be.
Yeah, and hold that thought. Thank you very much for joining us today, but it's now time to introduce our next guests.
Hold that thought. Aiden
that
called
thought.
well.
With us now are Bartosz and Peter. And guys, I have one question about the open world in Dying Light 2. How big is it?
It's pretty big.
We know that. Can you tell us a little bit more?
Yes, of course. The map in Dying Light 2 is divided into 2 huge regions and several zones.
Okay.
There are plenty leftovers from the lost civilization for you to scavenge. But we didn't want our players to perceive the map only horizontally, so we see the map as a multi-level 3D world that supports your traversal.
Wes in chat said they are not zombies, they are infected people. Can somebody time out West for 60 seconds?
Thank you. Yeah, I agree.
I'm tired of this. I'm tired of all of it.
Remove every restriction from the play. You can use it everywhere you want.
They're
how
fucking
you wanna do
zombies.
it. And when I think about it, I think that was big challenge for us to create the geometry that support all of that.
I
And we
love
did it,
zombie
and I think
games.
we
Like,
did
oh,
it
you
well.
wouldn't like this
Doing
then.
the
This
same
has
thing
infected
Dying
people.
Light 2
Yeah, I don't think
was
you'd like
our
The Last
goal.
of Us.
We wanna
You
make
know, they're
one
clickers. They're not
or
zombies.
more step forward to surprise the player expectation. That's why we doubled the number of parkour moves.
Doubled, and I mean, it's not like there was a shortage in Dying Light 1, so what?
Yes, the iconic Dying Light 1 parkour is essential there. We improve it. We double the number of parkour
Wall
moves.
running.
The
Look at
players
that,
use
dude.
different
He's
different
wall
different
running,
different
bro.
parkour animations.
That's
I
hot.
missed
From the
you,
basic
Titanfall.
move,
I
from
miss
the
you.
tricks, to the small little tasty details there that you can see it.
Okay, well, unfortunately, I'm gonna have to stop you there, but don't hate me because in the next
Constructive
episode,
forces,
we're gonna be
they're not
talking more about
zombies, they're people that have
parkour
crossed
and
the
how the team
line.
have managed to make an
That's
authentic
fair.
urban
That's
running
fair.
experience in Dying Light 2.
Yeah, thank you guys so much for the information. Bartosz, Peter, it's been a pleasure.
Thank you.
Thank you very
I
much.
like this guy smiling on the left.
Very genuine. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like,
Okay,
I'm happy
so
to be
the
here.
last
Yeah.
and arguably the most important question I'm sure you have is
Here it
when
is.
is the release date?
Yeah, that is a very, 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 very important question.
And luckily, we have the answer. And that answer is the 7th of December.
There it is.
Nice. Heck
There it
yeah.
is.
Here we
Now that
go.
we know the release date of the game, it's time for you to go pre-order it.
Somewhere Jesus Christ is like, hell yeah, early birthday gift, dude. Let's go. Jesus Christ watching on his TV.
Jesus Christ saying hell yeah.
Let's fucking go, boys.
Go you.
Heaven, yes.
Heavens, yeah, man. Let's
Oh,
go.
wow. I want one.
Well, I've got good news for you then, because this official figurine is part of the collector's edition of Dying
Figurine,
Light 2,
Mike. All right,
and you
chill
can get one
out.
for yourself if you
Figurine,
want.
dude. It's not a toy. It's a
we have
figurine.
unboxing of the whole set.
Oh, I
Very
love that it has
nice.
a light.
We
That's
have
hot.
it all in front of
Nice
us
right
now,
there.
so it'd be rude not to take a look.
Yours
He
is way
gets
cooler.
in the
Or
collector's
this
is way
edition
cooler
a
than yours.
Oh,
concept
this is
art
way
book
cooler than mine
full
is
of
right.
They're
stunning
just
artwork from
stunning
the
right
game.
now.
But I also
This,
got mine in
steelbook, which will have
2019.
your good
Mind you where we are
of course.
today. It's
And you get this,
2021, okay?
interesting little
The whole pandemic happened.
flashlight. So,
Exactly.
Looks like there's all sorts of vanity elements in here too, like some legendary skin packs, as well as all sorts of digital elements. For more information on these digital elements, please visit the pre-order website. I want this, and I want Dying Light 2.
kind of thought you'd say that. Well, if you're feeling the same way, then
You'll
I've
probably
got good
get
news
one.
because you can pre-order the collector's
Yeah,
edition.
you are gonna get one,
However,
dude.
It's very, very limited, so you'll have to be very quick.
Guys, I got
Rest
mine right
assured,
here.
there will be plenty of the standard edition for your standard gamer. But if you're into special editions, there is a deluxe edition of Dying Light 2 with
Of
a
course.
steelbook,
We got four different
legendary
updates.
pack, and
Four of
digital
them for you.
soundtrack, and much, much more.
So to summarize, that's 3 different editions that you can buy depending on what you're after.
The big box for the
And if
collector's
you just
edition.
can't wait until release to get immersed in the world of Dying Light 2, then why don't you go check out the Techland Gamers and Goodies website for more info.
Yeah, this is a program for all gamers, whether or not you want updates
Andy,
on
we wanna
Dying
send
Light
you
2
one.
with
Send it to the
news,
studio.
or
I
you
don't
want
have
Dying
room
Light
here
2
anymore.
items in Dying Light 1.
Truly don't have room.
Everyone's going to find something they like there.
Yep, and this is just an initial offering as well. Check back later for even more details, more information, and we'll be going through it in future episodes as well.
Whoa, it got really laggy.
That's it. Don't forget to pre-order the game and take part in our contests. The details are on the game's website.
And here's a sneak peek at the topic of the next episode. Thank you for watching.
Oh, we're gonna do
Stay
more
safe
of
out
these.
there.
Oh,
Yeah, they
okay.
said episode 1. Yeah, I was
We'll
like,
meet
Night
you back
City
on the rooftop. We'll meet you
Night
back
City
on the
Wires.
rooftop.
We probably won't be back. I'll be honest.
Yeah, I got all the information I need to be real with you.
Now, I don't believe for
Proud
a
of y'all,
second. I don't believe for a second this game is coming out December 7th.
No way. Come
Whoa,
on, Bless.
Bless.
That shit is
It-
getting delayed.
It has to come out, Bless. There's no delaying anymore. It's time.
I don't believe them.
They were radio silent for fucking almost 3 years. It felt like it's got to be December 7th. It's got to be.
I don't think it is, dude.
Damn, dude. Well, Bless. I'm
I don't
dying
believe them
to
is my
know.
thing. You're dying to know, damn.
I'm dying to know.
Well,
There you go. That's good. I'm dying to know both of your thoughts before we get out of here. Andy, did this do anything for you? I know you were apprehensive at first when we came into this, being a scary game, horror survivor game. Are you interested in this with the parkour and the action elements, or are you still going to pass on this?
Well, I'll tell you what. I am really looking forward to episode 2, even though I said, like, you know, we probably won't react to it, because I do want to see them dive in more to what the co-op actually is.
Cool.
Because I'm down to hop into co-op with you all. I am not down to play this game on my own. I'm too scared. But, you know, again, put me in a zombie landscape environment with all my friends, with guns, with cool parkour. I'm totally down for that. I just want more information. Like, obviously, everybody's going to have their own single-player campaign with the towns and factions that they've sort of aligned with. But how does that affect multiplayer? Are your friends coming in as just random people that don't really, you know, have any say as to what happens in the world, or are they actually there making decisions there with you? I doubt that's the case. I feel like they'll just be kind of like when you play Halo campaign co-op, you're just another Master Chief. I feel like that'll kind of be the thing, but who wants 4 Aiden Caldwells? Nobody does.
Nobody does. Well, I'm happy to hear that you've turned the corner and you're excited to look into the co-op and see what that could do for you. That's really, really positive stuff. Bless, coming from you, what did you think of what we just saw during this 30-minute showcase?
This showcase did a lot for me, actually. You know, I said before that I wasn't like the biggest fan of the first Dying Light, and this one has a lot of things that have perked my interest. They talked about the changing environments once again, and then they made a bigger deal out of, oh yeah, the choices you make are going to affect the world and the factions. And hearing that it has a faction system has me really excited, because that feels like it is leaning into some of those RPG elements. Like I want it to be something that is like an Outer Worlds or a Fallout New Vegas. I love those types of faction systems. You know, like making one group happy to piss off the other group. I love making those decisions, and hearing that they have gameplay ramifications also, I think is a really cool idea. That the co-op sounds really exciting. I think that's going to do a lot for how involved that I'm going to get in this game. You know, like this is the kind of game that playing it by myself, if I'm not having a fantastic time with it, an absolute fantastic time with it, then I could see myself bouncing off of it. But knowing now that it has co-op, my friends are going to go a long way in terms of me keeping up with it and continuing with it. You know, knowing that I can play this game with people will keep me involved for sure. And then also, yeah, like I'm excited about the technical stuff too, right? Like seeing that it's going to be on PS5 and them showing off how good a lot of the stuff looks. You know, like the character models in the first one weren't something that I really noticed. It was like, oh yeah, you know, this looks amazing, but seeing some of the gameplay, seeing the character models, seeing some of the technical elements, that stuff seemed like it shined to me. And so all that stuff spoke to me. I'm really excited about it, and I'm looking forward to seeing more.
I'm so glad to hear you guys enjoying that, and thank you both for joining me. Thank you to all the best friends around the globe for tuning in and checking out this Dying Light 2 showcase. We now have a release date, December 7th, 2021, just in time for the holiday season. A big open world action RPG coming your way, and something that I'm really, really excited for. I'm a big Dying Light fan, and I can't wait to see what this team over at Techland has done for Dying Light 2. So with that, this will be the end of another Kind of Funny Games reaction. Guess what? It's E3 season, so you got a whole lot more KF Reacts coming your way. Have fun out there, gamers, and we'll see you on the next Reacts. Peace.
Thanks for watching.